Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. I'm Davia Chambers. Today we're at Crown Point, locally known as The Avenue. It's our stop for the next half hour and we will explore some of the restaurants in this bustling community and have a look at what's on the menu. It's an episode you don't want to miss as we also bring you up to date on all the major stories happening right here in Tobago. So stay with us for the details, starting with this week's headlines. Contracts have been signed for the A&R Robinson International Airport expansion project in Crown Point. We'll tell you how much it'll cost this country. One Tobago youth is proud after securing a prestigious award, and later the countdown is on to the annual THA Interdepartment Carnival competition. We have all these stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago returns.
Welcome to the Scarborough Library facility. Here we utilize the latest technology to bring you library and information services. Once inside, the staff at the information desk will direct you to the relevant department. And now, our CSR Darian will help you through the registration process.
Thank you, Dave. Ready to register?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, please.
I see your documents. One completed form, photo identification, and utility bill.
Yes.
Thanks much. This is your library card. It displays your user ID as well as your barcode. This information is also reflected on the reverse side. If you'd like, you can tear along the perforated line to detach the two pieces. This can be kept in your keychain, the other can be kept in your wallet or your purse.
But the Scarborough Library facility is so much more than just physical books. Once registered, you can log on to our website at library.diaz.tha.gov.tt. Scroll down to select the NALIS link. Once you are connected to the NALIS website, you can then download the Overdrive app to your Apple or Android devices. Using your personal account, you can borrow ebooks and access online databases. Renewal of physical books can also be done online. The new Scarborough Library facility will revolutionize your library experience, where information inspires innovation.
Daryl's Famous Foods and BQ Bites are quite the local favorite. From their mouth-watering meat dishes to their savory seasonings, everything is produced right here in Tobago to give us that distinctly homemade taste. Now, right here in Crown Point, a short stroll away from this spot is the A&R Robinson International Airport. It's a key part of Tobago's tourism thrust. That's why officials are regarding plans for the airport expansion as critical for Tobago's economy. A recent contract signing ceremony brings this project closer to reality. You'll hear more from Omadara Mills.
This 3D rendering of the new airport terminal for the A&R Robinson International Airport is one step closer to becoming a reality. Project manager NIDCO and design construction firm China Railway Construction Company signed 2 contracts recently to formalize the agreement for the construction. The expanded airport will accommodate up to 3 million passengers per year. It's an ambitious target that will enhance the tourism sector.
The expansion of the A&R Robinson Airport is indispensable to the success of Tobago's tourism industry. This expanded facility will be our runway of opportunity and our gateway connecting us to the rest of the region and the wider world. It holds the possibility of increased airlift to destination Tobago and so much more.
The airport's expansion will feature a Z-shaped terminal building, expanded tarmac infrastructure, a new car park area, and various concession spaces. The existing terminal will also be upgraded to include a VIP diplomatic lounge. Sustainability and limited environmental impact are key issues addressed in the construction and refurbishment plans.
I'm really looking forward to a state-of-the-art facility. I'm really heartened, especially with my responsibility and passion for the environment, to hear about the fact that it's going to be LEED certified. I think that's very important as we move forward. So I'm looking forward to this being a very energy efficient, environmentally friendly facility. And I think it's one that Tobagonians all over will be proud about.
The new terminal will take 2 years to construct at a cost of $870 million. Refurbishment of the present terminal will take about 6 months and cost $36 million. Both phases of the project are expected to start this year.
The rollout of the new terminal building at the A&R Robinson International Airport in Tobago will consolidate the tourism sector as a catalyst for economic transformation. It will accommodate increasing tourism arrivals, catalyze the upgrade of hotels and guest houses, and stimulate investment in new hotel plans. This project is a promise kept. I promised that in the budget, and now we are at the beginning of keeping the promise.
The new terminal building and associated works at the A&R Robinson International Airport will require approximately 53 acres of land. The central government is conducting land acquisition and negotiations with landowners in keeping with the law. The Tobago House of Assembly is also helping to make the transition easier for affected residents. They'll have the option to purchase lands developed by the THA at Sherburne Road, Cove and Corland for residential, commercial and agricultural purposes respectively. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Now we're at the Brown Cow Restaurant, a cozy little restaurant that offers daily lunches. Here you can enjoy a fusion dinner menu featuring indigenous cuisine with an international flair. They also cater to private functions and offer personal chef services and chef consultancy. And if you like sushi, you can visit Brown Cow Restaurant every Sunday and Monday. So early childhood care and education provides a foundation for children to really develop into well-rounded citizens. It's why education officials are highlighting the importance of children's early education experiences through a special occasion, Early Childhood Awareness Day. Here's more in this story.
Early childhood care and education does a lot more than prepare children for primary school. Tobago's 12 ECC centers have a common aim to aid in the social, emotional, cognitive and physical development of the island's children, building a solid foundation for lifelong learning and well-being. In recognition of these efforts, the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy recently launched its latest initiative, Early Childhood Awareness Day.
This initiative was born out of the need for quality early childhood care and education in Tobago. We have noticed that right here in our context, the Tobago context, there has been a dearth or a void of quality early childhood education where parents and their children have been exposed to traditional approaches to teaching and learning. Hence the reason for this drive, rebranding early childhood care and education in Tobago.
Nadine Phillips Allen, principal of the Signal Hill ECCE, is grateful for this initiative. She believes it helps parents appreciate how their kids learn and develop, and the skills and knowledge the teachers need to equip kids for the years ahead.
It's very useful. It helps to bring awareness of ECCE in Tobago and what we are all about. It teaches parents that we are not just a daycare, but we are an institution for learning. We are the foundation of learning. And when we start at this level, we prepare them so that they can continue in their learning environment. It's a very stimulating environment at the ECC. We strive to help to encourage the children to know that at this level, it is fun, it is exciting, it's innovative, so that when they move on to the primary school, they can fit in better. The transition is a little easier for the structured and the formal work that they are to face.
The ECCE schools set up booths showcasing how they run their centers. Parent Rhonda Mackenzie says she is pleased that the ECC schools are being highlighted.
This is my first time coming to this program, and I'm very, very, very glad
It's a capacity building for the children. All the preschools coming together with their different programs, teaching various stuff, different stuff, opening the minds of children. I urge them to continue doing this, to open up children and to build their self-esteem and educational level.
Early Childhood Awareness Day was held at the Gulf City Mall, Lowlands. The theme for the ceremony was Optimizing the Early Years. I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
It is hard to visit Crown Point and not stopping at the Krusty Krab and Sweet Lips Conch. Here you'll find a variety of dishes, but their signature dishes, crab and conch, are must-haves on the menu. Also popular in Tobago is a decision to train nurses right here on the island. This was made possible through the launch of the Enrolled Nursing Assistant Program, which is allowing more aspiring nurses to train right here at home while boosting capacity development in Tobago. Here are the details.
22-year-old Andel Adams is the only male trainee among the first cohort of the Enrolled Nursing Assistant ENA program. Andel says he loves helping people, so a health training program like this will help him fulfill his passion. He also hopes to change the view that nursing is a female-only profession.
First of all, to improve my skill set, my education, and in future, further it, you never know, going to nursing, and going to be registered as a registered nurse, as well as they said before, to set the trend, to set the example, and as well as encourage other males to show them that this is not only a career path for females, males can get into it as well.
The Enrolled Nursing Assistant program will increase the number of nursing assistants available in Tobago. Previously, ENA training was only available in Trinidad. Carissa Slater is among the Tobago-based students who are elated to have the course offered here on the island.
I live in Tobago, I am from Tobago, and it would have been very, very challenging. Almost, I may not have been able to do it if I had to go to Trinidad, right? So I'm extremely happy about this. It helps me in terms of my finances and all of that, where I can just run home. I don't have to travel up and down. So yeah, it's a big thing for me in terms of it being held in Tobago.
Students will receive a stipend during their training. At the end of the course, they'll be able to conduct basic health checks, provide wound care, report changes in patients' conditions, and ensure that patients are kept clean. The 23 trainees received some advice from TRHA Chairman Ingrid Melville as they embark on this 2-year journey.
The world of an enrolled nursing assistant is characterized by service before self. Concern and caring for clients who are often in pain, ill, and sometimes demoralized. Priority has to be given to their care. This is the start of your careers in the health sector. It is a career where you will be recognized and remembered by how you function.
The ENA program is a collaborative venture among the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development, the Ministry of Education, and the Tobago Regional Health Authority, TRHA. The Health Division plans to provide training for 2 additional groups of ENA students within the next 2 years.
For the division felt that we should train this cadre of staff to service both our primary and secondary needs in Tobago. We really required this support. Apart from building capacity, it provides an opportunity for employment for successful candidates who can contribute to improving healthcare delivery to our citizens.
Classes will take place at the recently commissioned Institute for Healthcare Training and Development. It's located at the old Scarborough Hospital, Fort King George. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Vocational studies are an important part of education, and through a new initiative, it's getting the attention it very well deserves. We'll tell you more right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. La Cantina Italian Pizzeria opened its doors here in Tobago in 2009. Its wood-burning brick oven delivers more than 30 varieties of authentic Italian pizza for a well-crafted casual dining menu. They are open for dinner and lunch daily from Monday to Saturday. Now, more and more citizens with disabilities are making positive contributions in the workplace, and a recent staff sensitization workshop conducted by the Office of the Prime Minister is helping employees to understand how they can make the working experience a good one for the differently abled.
Don't diss my ability. That was the theme for the sensitization workshop for Office of the Prime Minister staff at the Central Administrative Services Tobago office. The workshop helped to clarify myths and misconceptions in the workplace and to educate staff on how to treat people with disabilities. Ayanna Webster Roy, Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, says bringing positive change in this area requires people to change as well.
The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago continues to forge ahead with the implementation of policies and plans for a more equitable and inclusive society. But we recognize that the demand for social assistance far outweighs the state's resources, and if we are to make sustainable change, we need to create an enabling environment. It means changing our own personal opinions, attitudes, and behaviors.
The session featured presentations on Down syndrome and hearing impairment. Staff also got to learn some basic sign language, and they also talked about autism.
So what causes this autism disorder? Nobody knows. Right? People speculate many things. Research has suggested that there are combinations of genetic, non-genetic, environmental, different influences that can cause autism.
This session grew out of the Office of Gender and Child Affairs initiative to create opportunities for people with disabilities. The session was facilitated by the Tobago Coordination Committee for Persons with Disabilities and supported by the Peters Family Foundation.
We at the Foundation are very pleased to partner with you in supporting the Tobago disabled community. There is a great need for our support with the implementation of programs which advocate to the inclusion and advancement of life of persons with special needs.
The sensitization session was held at the Office of the Prime Minister's conference room. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
We are inside one of Tobago's newest dessert spots, Cody's Natural Treats. Here you'll find delectable treats and inviting decor. Have any of your favorite flavors of homemade ice creams, popsicles, cakes, and so much more. So Tobago recently commemorated Technical, Vocational Education and Training, or TVET Awareness Week. TVET provides continuous education with that personal touch that turns passion into progress. While you find out more in this story, I'll try a coconut and mango popsicle from Cody's Natural Treats.
Education isn't just about academic learning. It's about providing essential skills that people can utilize to forge a successful life. This is why the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy and the national training agencies are encouraging people to get on board with the TVET program in Tobago. TVET stands for Technical, Vocational Education and Training. It involves general education and the study of technologies and related science. Students acquire practical skills that can benefit their economic and social lives.
Today is a glorious day. Today is a beautiful day because what we are doing is that we are sending some very strong signals that we are about the people's business. And the people's business really has to do with how do we prepare our young persons to take advantage of the opportunities that will come their way.
Education achieves little without skill, so they must go hand in hand.
Making people feel that not because you didn't do well in secondary school or you didn't go to secondary school, that you're a waste of time, or even learning a trade is because you didn't do well in academics. because by right, if you look at tradesmen are making the most of the money at this particular point in time. So we wanted to encourage people in that, yes, you can go to secondary school, yes, you can be qualified, you can be certified, but we're asking you that skill is important to build the country, and we were encouraging our young people, and not even the young people alone, but seniors to get involved in skilled training.
In just 1 year of training, you can get certified. And the procedure is very simple and worth getting involved in.
Come to education, you go down to exams, you get a form, or you visit us at Bloody Bay Road, Roxburgh, Tobago, and we'll give you a form along with all the information needed to attend our institution. Then you get a certificate. We also have a very balanced education system up there. We have, besides the trade, we do school even. And of course, you do technical drawing, which every student have to participate in.
Courses are also available at MIC in Canaan. I'm Patricia Nicholson for Let's Talk Tobago.
So now we're at a popular restaurant here in Crown Point, Skewers. They serve grilled Mediterranean-style meats and seafood with very tasty Arabian side dishes. You can dine street side or grab your food to go. It's really your choice. They are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. We shift a bit to youth development now, as photographer Theon Graham is the island's sole representative among 48 nationals who picked up the President's Gold Standard Award. This award is usually presented to young citizens who have demonstrated all-round excellence. We have the highlights in this story. Theon Graham was the only Tobagonian awarded at the President's Awards earlier this month. The young photographer of Union Village won the Gold Award presented by Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. It was previously known as the Duke of Edinburgh's International Awards. Theon says he wants to see more Tobagonians involved in programs like this one.
Yes, for the Gold President's Award, there are many different criteria. They range from a certain amount of hours devoted to learning a skill, exploring your nation via different expeditions and hikes, community service, which we've all done a lot of, and residential projects like beach cleanups, etc. I feel a little bittersweet about it, honestly. I feel happy because I am that person, but I also feel disappointed that there aren't many, many, many more. I feel like it's necessary for us being Tobago to shine our light and let our voice be heard on such a platform.
Theon has been involved in photography for the past 6 years. He says to him, it's more than just a hobby.
I realized photography was more than an act for me almost immediately as I got involved with it as a hobby, because people would come to me and be like, oh, your shots look so good, just the little things I'd post on social media. And they'd say, oh, I'll pay you for this and I'll pay you for that. And I was like, okay, I don't mind.
Theon was one of 48 graduates. Programs such as the President's Awards, the President says, are ideal for bridging the gap between education and employment. Coming up next, we take you to the launch of the Tobago House of Assembly's Interdepartment Personality and Calypso Competition 2020. It's coming up right after this break. Stay with us.
There we go, to Tobago, that paradise, bung by Robinson Crusoe. And it is said, it's the land of tomorrow. Princess Margaret say, come Tobago for holiday. Now the whole world say, come Tobago for holiday.
Tucked away in an alley, we have Scoops, a small kiosk that just might appeal to your sweet tooth. They offer assorted desserts and a variety of local beverages. So in our final story, the countdown is on to the Tobago House of Assembly's Interdepartment Personality and Calypso Competition. This year, there'll be a different venue, but some changes to the competition this year should still make for a very exciting event. Here's more in this story.
Preparations for the Tobago House of Assembly's Interdepartment Personality and Calypso competition are well underway. The competition this year has a new venue. Due to the unavailability of the Shore Park complex, the show will take place at the Dwight York Stadium's parade ground.
The parade ground will be configured
to allow for different areas on that ground to be the areas that divisions would converge and do their food and all that kind of stuff. And of course, there will be a stage. Interestingly, the event will take place a few days before the National Medium Band Panorama Final and will in fact share the venue.
Mr. Leacock says starting the show on time is a must this year.
And there's also a roll call that would take place 45 minutes before the start of the program, and persons failing to appear in time for the roll call will also have points deducted. So that the objective is to have this show start on time.
Winners of each competition will also have to follow new regulations.
Once a Calypsonian wins the Calypso segment, that person must take a 2-year break from participating in the competition. So that if you are in the Calypso competition and you enter 1 year, just so that it doesn't become maybe monotonous and the same people over and over again, the persons must take a 2-year break. In the personality segment, however, you're basically banned for life.
Tickets are on sale at the Tobago Festivals Commission in Scarborough. The theme for Interdepartment Personality and Calypso Show 2020 is Future Games. I'm Patricia Nicholson for Let's Talk Tobago.
And it is now time to have your say with Marlon Gotsleben. It's the segment of our program where we hear from you, our viewers. We'll now have a look at who had their say this week.
I want to ask a question. What's the question? It was A.
It's why you're spelling things.
That's a quick question. Nothing. That's not, hold on. I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
My reason for supporting Interdepartment every year is for the excitement, the togetherness with the different division, supporting each other, the flag waving, the enjoyment of Carnival, the festivals with each other together. It comes like we own thing.
I love it.
Interdepartment is a fun event. You know, you look forward to all the creativity that's going to come out every year from a division. So it's really a really nice event, and it's fun to, you know, mingle with your co-workers and stuff like that. And why are you running, Gail?
Oh gosh, I just love the aura of Queen shows, and to be very honest, I'm just pushy, you know? So this is my thing.
My reason for supporting Interdepartment every year, and I wanted to see me every year, is because I believe in the camaraderie, in the vibes, the energy that each division brings.
I usually support it because I love the vibes and the action that they bring every year.
I like people, and I like Bacchanal, and Carnival is a nice time, and I support my division and support the people.
So I love the friendly rivalry, and it's a way to showcase your division's ability and uniqueness.
I like the camaraderie and the bantering. You know, it gives a nice spirit and it sends off a nice energy.
I'm looking forward to this year. It's looking like it's going to be a real competition, and good luck to all of them.
You need a reason to support Interdepartment. I mean, it's Pekong, it's Bacchanal, it's all kind of thing, it's vibes. It's Interdepartment, is where you could get everybody to just come in one place, and just have a great time. It's Interdepartment 2020. Police going to win though.
It was A.
It's why you're spelling things.
That's a quick question. Nothing. That's not, hold on. I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
So we've come to the end of yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. From our house to yours, I am Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and very productive week. Don't forget to check out any of the restaurants right here in Crown Point. We leave you now with a montage of the launch of Tobago's Carnival 2020.